Right, got a VW in the day. Got a dent there, and obviously a scratch all the way along here. Going to show you the full procedure from start to finish, from repairing it, sanding it, priming it, painting it. Then yeah, so let's crack on. Obviously I haven't got no saw because obviously in theory that's not how things go. You're always running around trying to find things. And I want to try to make this as real as possible. So 80 disc, as for the dent. Make sure you keep the DA flat. Obviously it's got a bit of a curve, so put the DA on the curve so it goes contour of it. Here off the disc. Get in here. Make sure you get right in. Okay, so my fill up. Cardboard, hardener, MGA coat. This is a new filler that I'm trying. It is good, but it's not at the same time. I'm not really a big fan of it, but I got it given, so obviously I'm gonna use it. So, but it does the job. And obviously you got your spreader as well. Doesn't need much. But tiny little bit of filler like that. And if you watch them, you know that videos. Hardener from one end to the other, and that's the perfect ratio. Obviously if it's somewhere cold, if you're in a cold garage or something like that, just add a tiny bit of hardener just to allow it to like cure that a little bit quicker. But don't add too much hardener, but it will bleed through. So just want to mix it. My spreader's not the best, like I need a new spreader to be honest, like, but it'll do the job. Make sure that redness is all gone. Like, well, the pink stuff should be all gone, all the hardener's gone. Mix it through thoroughly. Yes. Doesn't need a lot. Right. So while that's drying, we're going to crack on with this door. Right, got it. 180, 320, 500. Right, so there's a spatula on here. You can feel it with your nails. It's too far gone. You kind of just polish it. So 180. I'm only using the 180 because it looks like it's a bit of like, I don't know what it is. I think it's rust. So bit of rough of course. Seems like it's had filler in before, so can you go back to 80 grit? Hey, you can see that there? It's had filler in before and something's just bodged to by the rust. I don't know why, but it's just made my life a little bit harder. So yeah, so what we're going to do then, we're going to get a grinder, grind it down, and we'll see what we're working with. Grinder with a 80 grit sand disc on it. Grind disc. There you go. All the rust is gone. Obviously now that I've used that, you can feel like a lip on it. So we're using 80 disc. Using 80 disc to feather it all out. feather the edge back. Feather the edge all the way back. I've got a tiny bit of scratch out which you need to take care of quickly. Obviously, because this has been done before, you're basically going to have to put filler, basically that white, even though it was just that bit there, because it's got filler in, and obviously rust and all that, which has been ground down, and the layers of paint, it's going to be thick, so it needs a skim from here to there all the way, so it'll make it all one like surface. It's a shame, because ideally I would like to be able to just skim on bare metal, but to do that you're going to have to take most of the paint off. You basically don't want to get into other people's work. Sorry about that, I was trying to find that blade. So fill on there, you just want to scrape it all off so you can tidy up the spreader a bit better. This is all real life struggles of what it is in the body shop. With stuff like this. Stuff this is what basically slows you down. It's not actually doing the job, it's just tiny little things like this. Obviously be a bit more organised then, you know. Right, more clean. Because there wasn't a dent there, it's basically just the layer of paint, and obviously whoever's repaired it before. At least you just need very fine skin. Ideally, you always just want to put a fine skim in as much as you can. Any more than 3 mil. I want to take all back out basically and try and pull the metal a bit more. I know in some scenarios where the metal's too stretched and stuff like that, then obviously if you don't know how to solve it, then for the hobbyists, I guess just put the filler in and keep putting it in until you're happy is the only way really. But for us, we always try and pull the metal as close as possible, so we can only put like 1 or 2 skims of filler in, maybe 3 at a push. You want to position yourself so you're in a nice place. I like to put it on like quite thick, just get it in, then spread it all out. We'll open the door slightly. Right, so if you notice, it was more in the middle than it was on the top. So try and bend your spreader like more at the top. So basically, so that's your door, that's your spreader. You want to try and lift the spreader up a bit, so it leaves the gap at the bottom. So when you spread it, it'll only touch the top bit. Does that make sense? And it leaves the filler higher up here. It's just so obviously when you do put the sand down, the transaction from the paint to the filler is nicer. Same thing on the bottom. Just try and use the bottom of the spreader so it keeps the filler in the middle. And then glue in the middle, don't put no pressure on, just glide it over just to try and get the bumps down a bit. You know, so you got filler over, there's like a swage line that goes along there, clean that up straight away. Just so you don't affect the swage line. There you go. Right, so now that we're waiting for that to dry, this should be dry enough to sand down now. So what I like to do, get my DA, just quickly take the top off it. That's it, just take the top off bit off, that's all you need. So you've got 2 blocks You got the curved block, and got a flat block. I know most of you DIYers won't have a curved block or not like that. You'll probably just have a bit of wood or a flat block. So I'm going to show you how to repair this using a flat block on a curve. Normally you would use strips, but most of you won't use that because you probably won't know. You'll probably just use a disc. So I'm going to show you. Put a disc on, curve it either way. So you've got that curve there, curve here, yeah. Now what you want to do, because it goes in like that, you want to sand on an angle. So again, if this was your thing, your door, you want to sand down, then up, down, then up. Try and bring you closer so it's a better shot for you. Or if you've got like a or you've got like a shampoo bottle, cut it on the other side so you've got that curve. Use that, you know what I mean? Just use anything with a curve on it if you can. If not, then a flat block. There you go. But there's one important thing I forgot. I guess I just got too excited on making the video. Be back in a minute. Here's plastic sheeting. Anything you work on a customer's car, try and cover it up so it keeps the rest of the car clean from dust. Don't get us wrong, if you're doing your own car then it's tied up to you if you want to do that or not, but just because I'm working on a customer's car, I want to try and keep it as clean as possible. So if the customer's watching this, I do apologise. But it's covered now. Right, so now that's that done. Yeah, so from there what we're going to do, use a 180. Is just getting the 80 scratches out basically and just moving it out. Gives us a better feel of what it needs next. Right. And then we do the 180 the surrounding area, just a scratch. Just the scratches though. Turn the data down a bit. So basically what's that done intentionally is getting the 80 scratches out, as you can still see a bit here, so there we go. You know what I'm doing next, go to 320. You can go about the repair with the 320 because it's not going to affect it as such. It's literally just going to smooth it off. So yeah, just obviously if you dig into it, it'll affect it, but just glide it over. Hey, it's been done before this because the paint doesn't want to feather as good. But we've got a 500 and see if we can feather these bits off here. Very strange. Right, now that's that done. Basically that's it. There's like 1 or 2 pinholes. I don't know if you'll be able to see as much. I don't know if it'll pick it up or not. But there's a pinhole there and a pinhole there. We'll address that once we come to it. That's not a problem at all. Right, so now door. Door's got a bit of concrete to it. That way. So your block, if you keep your block flat like that, it's not going to touch it. It's going to touch here and it's going to touch over here. But in the middle, there's like a gap about that big. So you want to turn your block on an angle. Yeah. So from there, the block is only going to cover that much. But if you turn it, it's basically covering the full repair. So you basically want to rub that way so your block will go in of the contour of the panel. So this time, instead of putting it at the front of your block, bring it down slightly, just so it gets the middle bit. Yeah, you can see that. So just keep it like that. Back and forward. I'm doing open the door slightly. Put that down there a bit just so it doesn't go inside. There. You basically got to treat customers' car just like your own car. You know what I mean? Like, respect it. Just try and keep it as clean as possible for them. Because at the end of the day, they're doing you a favour by bringing you their work. They could have easily went somewhere else, but they've came to me, so I appreciate that. So therefore, I'm going to try and respect their vehicle as much as I can for them. Obviously it's a bit high here, which doesn't matter because there was no damage there. So we can just keep sanding that down. I had the key in the pocket and I locked it off. These things happen. That's the life of in the body shop. Right, so now the panel goes in there, but then it also goes up there like that. So you want to bring the block here, see where it stops, see where you do hit and you don't hit. And yeah, and you want to go up a bit. Because the panel goes in but up like that, so you want to move the block like that. So you're still getting that curve, plus you're also getting that curve. Right. Obviously again there was no damage on the corner, so just rub that down. There we go. And again, 120. Kill the panel. So from here to there feels lovely, nice, make the transaction smooth. But you can see this ridge here, You can feel it when you rub your hand up. You can feel this ridge. The paint's just too thick still. So there's one or two ways to do it. Either one, prime it, sand it down, and then paint it. But because it's been painted before, the primer might pick up the edge. So when you do paint it, you'll be able to see it. So what we're going to do, we're going to put another skimmer filler, do by the full lot. Plus we'll put skimmer with a full lot, we'll get tiny little pinholes out of it as well. So we'll put another skimmer. And what I'll do, we'll also skim the quarter as well, just to make sure we get them pinholes out as well. We might as well, at the final stage of the repair now nearly. Tight skim. That's all it needs. Same thing on this quarter. Just a really tight skim. Again, because there's a swage line there, let's try and get the filler away from the swage line, just so we don't mess it up. Less work for us to do. Right. So while that's drying and that's doing that, we can start prepping up the rest of the car. Well, it looks like I've run out of 1000 discs. So I'm gonna have to pause the video, go and get a 1000 discs, and show you the rest of the job.